Hi Aries, kia ora, welcome to your July 2015 tarot reading. Let's hope wherever you are you've got a few minutes to sit back and just enjoy the messages that are going to arrive through these cards. 4 cards, one for each week, and then a little sort of uplifting message at the end. I've put this beautiful wand in here for you. It's sandstone and it's dyed blue. It's kind of the most amazingly alluring properties. I'm very attracted to it. And I will put the meanings for the stone in the link below the video if you're interested. Now, I've noticed quite a few of the other readings haven't been getting any major arcana cards, so I'm not sure. We'll see what you guys get. But I'm also thinking that one that hasn't been out for a long time is the Wheel of Fortune. So I'm wondering if it does actually turn up somewhere within the 12 zodiac signs for July. Okay, so here we go, Aries. Let's see what you're about to receive. The 7 of Swords, the 9 of Pentacles, the 7 of Cups, and the Queen of Wands. Okay, so another reading again with no major arcanas, and I have sort of given my best to explain the essence that I feel behind this. When we have the major arcanas come out, and in previous readings we've seen some zodiac signs with as many as 4 in a reading. Now usually the major arcanas indicate that we're going through pretty heavy work, usually emotionally and spiritually, sometimes physically as well. They're cards that denote changes at a really high level of our soul's journey and our vibrational essence. So they can be quite hard work to work through. They're usually fulfilling when you get to the other side of them because you've grown so much and you've undertaken a lot and you've learned. But at the same time they're quite taxing. So when we get none and we have just these minor arcanas, it gives the feeling that things are a little bit easier, and they're events that occur kind of at an easy level to deal with, I guess is the best way to say it. So it's interesting that July is showing up like this for quite a lot of zodiac signs. I'm just wondering, are we just in a slightly easier phase of the year, which is nice because I think we all need that time of a little bit of period of, you know, where you can sit back and take a breath and go, wow, God, thank God I've got some space. I can think about things rather than having to take action on it all the time. So you can sit back and chill out a bit. But anyhow, coming into your reading, we have the 7 of Swords, the 9 of Pentacles, 7 of Cups, and the Queen of Wands. So I'm going to do your numbers for you this month as well, and we'll see what your total adds up to. The Queen I'm calculating as a 13 because of the position she falls in any suit. So let's see, your numbers add up to 9. So a 9 is about embracing change, because when I say it's the end of a cycle, it's actually quite often ends a whole 9-year period that you've been working on. So for July you may feel a bit of change coming in, Aries, and you may feel like you want to brush some old stuff off, whether or not they're habits. Could be career type related stuff, it could be people in your life that you're moving away from. They call it kind of taking personal inventory, or even you can use the term death of an old cycle. So we see here too that we've got 2 7s, and when the numbers repeat themselves like this, that's something else to think about. Now 7 is considered quite a spiritual number, and it can be a time when you seek to go within to, you know, readdress a little bit of who you are and what you're thinking, what your priorities are, connecting perhaps with that spiritual essence of yourself as well. So even though you've got no major arcana cards, actually for you guys, for Aries, there's still a bit of heavy stuff going on, like a bit of movement around you. I like the 2 sunny yellow disposition cards over here. They give that feeling of intellectual capacity and positivity. But we start off with the Seven of Swords, and we see here that he's feeling divided. He has an unbalanced feeling about him because he has 5 swords here. No, 1, 2, 3 swords here and 2 on the other side. Sorry, I'm looking at it upside down. And he's left 2 behind. So he's almost in 2 minds about something. He's sort of going, oh God, am I doing the right thing? Have I taken the right things with me? Should I have left this behind? Should I be going in this direction? So there could be some feeling of not being able to make up your mind and wondering if you're going in the right direction. And oddly enough, we've got the same feel over here. So you're getting a duplicity message here in July that you need to kind of think about what it is you might be doing and are you making the right choices, because this too is all about illusionary choices. Some of them will be right for you and some won't. It's kind of got the same feeling here. So if we come to the second week in July, we see the Nine of Pentacles, and she is the feeling of opulence and happiness and social togetherness. She could be a person who hosts outings or functions with, you know, grace and grandeur. As well, she has this lovely stability of finances around her. So your finances in that second week of July should be looking fairly stable. You may even be contemplating investing in something one way or another, or looking at your money to see whether you can perhaps take a loan or buy something new, or choose to invest it somewhere. You may even get a small increment of money coming in. It bodes well for health as well. I would think if we were looking at health for this card, there's just that, you know, when we're in doubt, it creates a little bit of anxiety. So there can be a bit of anxiety or that type of feeling around if we're thinking of health. So we come to the 7 over here, the 7 of Cups, and it's the 3rd week in July. So I've kind of mentioned a little bit about it earlier. It's a similar feeling to this. So it's about choices and selection. Now this could be to do with anything in your life. It could be work, career, people, friends, relationships, finances. Just think twice and make sure if you're signing any deals that everything is correct and legal and legitimate. Same for the first week. Read the fine print, go over it 2 times. If you're going into partnership with people, check that you're happy with them. Check that they're the right type of people for you, especially if it's a business type partnership. Is there anything that's being hidden? You know, be cautious. That's what I would be saying. Health-wise, you may be looking at several different health alternatives. You'll know which one feels right with you. It should vibrate well with you. You should find some resonance with it. Make sure you pick the right one. You know, don't be fooled into being told some new fad or whatever and getting trapped into paying heaps of money to go on a scheme, or going on to something that really doesn't suit you or your body or your timing or anything like that. We come to the 4th week in July and we see the Queen of Wands. She is a fire sign like yourself and actually can quite often represent an Aries person. So this could indicate that you either are feeling quite sated or satisfied, or are exuding these type of energies that she does. And she is a wonderful person to have around. She's intelligent, she's intuitive too, so quite psychic. You may find you get a rise of psychic and intuitiveness at the end of July. You know, listen to your gut feeling, tap into that wonderful ether of the universe and feel as one, you know, get the answers from there. She's also very good for support. If she might be someone in your life that you can talk to, or that she supports you one way or another. Same as this person actually, although this one is an earth sign usually. She's also a good support person to go to. She could be a mother figure or a friend or a work colleague. Same with this one, or she could be yourselves. Basically she's popular and convivial and nice energy to have around, especially for the ending part of July. So there we are, Aries. Let's take a look at the other little end part to your reading. This beautiful deck of cards, there's 52 of them in total, they are all different photos of beautiful shots of nature. all different. And they're hard to shuffle because they're so big, but actually I quite like the look of this one here. And so I'm going to turn it over and read its message. They're just little messages about our spirituality, or our soul if you like. Merge. Allow your head and heart to meld together as you embrace all parts of you. Then marriage of ego and soul creates an expansion and awakening where your resistance to new ways of being and thinking dissolves, unveiling the love and truth of you. Just for today, start from where you are and choose to feel the best you can in every moment. Love yourself by caring about what you say to yourself. You can choose to love your mind and all its thoughts, ideas, beliefs and characters. Today you can choose to say to your mind, I hear what you say, however today I exercise my free choice not to listen. Today I choose a new story for myself, and whatever you say to me doesn't matter, for you are a part of me, and today I choose to embrace and love every part of me with a big cuddle. You are stronger than you think. You are not who you think you are. You are much, much more. Merge. So the message I get from that card there is very much interesting, because I talked to you guys about the fact that there's an ending cycle when we added up that 9, and you've got this feeling of endings coming, and I said you have a bit of work going on, and this card talks about the new you. So there are parts of you that you might be wanting to discard or move on from, and there could be parts of you in your mind, or you know, the anxiety that's also that I said at the beginning of the month. Those are the parts that sort of say to you, no, don't do it, don't take that jump or leap of faith. But this card is actually saying to you, don't let the fear stop you from being who you are, because you are much, much more than anxiety or worry or concern. You're actually light and love and positivity as well, and you have to embrace all of those parts, you know, the light and the dark, and get them to merge so that you can make the move forward and let go of the old. So there you are, Aries. That's a lovely message to help any of you who are pondering on your journey forward. You know, connect with yourself and that wonderful universal psychic intuitive ability, and you'll find the answers, and don't be afraid of them. So thanks guys for listening, and for commenting and subbing and liking. I really appreciate it. Anyone who wants a reading with me, just follow the link on my website and I'm happy to help. So wishing you all the very best for July in your new moves forward. Kia kaha, much aroha, namaste.